Okay, welcome back. So we will just continue with the Bhosles of Nagpur now, page number 53. Parasoji was given the Jagir of Varad and Gondavan during the reign of Sahu Maharaj. So now Parasoji, he was given the Jagir, means he was given the authority. Okay, he was given the two places Jagir, that is of Varad and Gondavan. When? During the rule of Sahu Maharaj. Okay, reign means what? Rule of Sahu Maharaj. When Sahu Maharaj was ruling, that time this Parasoji was given the Jagirs. Among the Bhosles of Nagpur, Rahuji was the bravest and the most capable. So there were many Bhosles, but among them, who was the most bravest? Rahuji. So he was the bravest and the most capable person. He brought the area surrounding Tiruchirappalli and Arcot in the south under Maratha dominance. So he worked for the area so that in the south, the two areas were there. He brought under the Marathas dominance. Dominance means what? Ruling, bossing. Okay, when you rule over something, that is called dominance. So he helped us to bring the two areas, the areas surrounding which places? Tiruchirappalli and Arcot. These are in the south. Okay, these are in the south, and these were bought under whose Maratha empire? Okay, under the rule of Maratha expansion. So these were two areas brought by them. Sahu Maharaj had assigned to him means to Raghuji. Okay, to Raghuji he had assigned the Chauthai rights of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. So the to collect the revenue, Chauthai means what? 1/4 part of the revenue to be collected from the Mughal territory. Yes or no? So that right was given to this Raghuji of which provinces, of which areas? Of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. He brought these territories under the Maratha dominance. So again, these areas were also brought under the Maratha supremacy or under the Maratha control. Okay, dominance means control. So these three areas also again came under Maratha control. In 1751, the Bhosles of Nagpur won the Odisha territory from Ali Vardi Khan till 18. So we actually got the Odisha territory. It was under the rule of Ali Vardi Khan. Okay, so we got the territory from this Ali Vardi Khan. We conquered this Odisha territory, and then till 1803 CE, Marathas dominated Odisha. So we had dominated, we have ruled Odisha territory up till which year? Up till 1803. Okay, let us see now one small information. Do you know the Maratha ditch? What do you mean by ditch? Ditch यानी बहुत बड़ा गड्ढा. Okay, a big hole is dug in the ground. Okay, खड्डा बोलते हैं ना, बहुत बड़ा गड्ढा. So that is called a ditch. Now what was that Maratha ditch? Why the word was given the Maratha ditch? Let us see what is the information given it. The British at Kolkata used to fear the Bhosles from Nagpur. So these Britishers, they were at Kolkata, they used to scare, they used to fear our Marathas, our Bhosles from the Nagpur. And that's why they, as these Britishers were fearing our Bhosles, then what happened? They had that these Marathas will not keep quiet. They will attack us back. Because who will keep quiet? Yes or no? So the Britishers were having that thinking that sometimes this Maratha can attack us. So to protect from the attack, to protect this Kolkata city from the attack of Marathas, then a ditch was dug by the Britishers. Okay, and this ditch was given the name as Maratha ditch. Means that ditch was made for whom? That ditch was dug for Marathas. So that Britishers thought that if they try to attack us, our Kolkata city, then it will affect us, and so to protect themselves, these Britishers had they dug this ditch. Okay, and given the name as Maratha ditch. Okay. So that was so to protect the city of Kolkata from a possible Maratha attack, they dug a ditch around the city. That ditch came to be known as the Maratha ditch. Now let us see the next family who contributed, the Shindes of Gwalior. Bajirao I had rightly judged the capabilities of Ranoji Shinde and made him a Sardar in the north. So Bajirao I, if you remember, he was a very cunning person. Do you remember Bajirao I? Yes. So nicely he used to convince the people and take it to our Shahu Maharaj side, yes or no? So he was really a very excellent person. So he knew, he came to know, he rightly judged the capability of the Shindes. He understood that these Shindes are very powerful and so we should make use of them for the Maratha expansion. So he rightly judged the capabilities of Ranoji Shinde and made him a Sardar in the north. After Ranoji's death, then this Ranoji Sardar, Ranoji Shinde, he was the Sardar, but after his death, after Ranoji's death, his sons Jayappa, Dattaji and Maharji too proved their valor and strengthened the Maratha rule in North India. So see, even if Ranoji Shinde died, but from his family after Ranoji, his three sons, they also helped to expand the Maratha rule or the Maratha empire. And their names are Jayappa, Dattaji and Maharji. They were also having all the bravery, courage, valor, and they all had the strength to establish the Maratha supremacy. So they had given a lot of contribution in the North India. Peshwa Madhavrao conferred the family title on Maharji. So this Shinde family, they even if Ranoji died after all his sons, so they got a title. The one when anyone is doing good job, then that family is given a reputed or a good title, yes or no? So this way they had got a title from whom? From Peshwa Madhavrao. So they conferred the family title on Maharji. Maharji, the third son, okay, the third son of Ranoji Shinde. So then now how was Maharji and what was his great work? Let us see. Maharji was a brave general and an astute statesman. Astute means, I told you, a sharp, okay, a very excellent, a shrewd. So he was a brave general and a sharp statesman. Maharji was instrumental in re-establishing the Maratha supremacy and prestige in North India after the Maratha defeat at Panipat. So even this Maharji Shinde, after we had lost so much thing after the defeat of Panipat, when the Marathas' power was weakened, at that time this Maharji Shinde has helped us to revive, to re-establish our Maratha supremacy, okay, because our supremacy was lost that time, our status had gone down, our power had become less. So at that time this Shinde, Maharji Shinde, he had with his valor, with his good supremacy, he has established, he has helped the Marathas to re-establish our Maratha empire, okay. So that was there. He realized that the guerrilla tactics of the Marathas would not be suitable for the warfare in the plains of the north. Now that time Maharji Shinde understood that only having guerrilla tactics will not help us to establish our power in the north. Other than guerrilla tactics, there should be something that needed to be done for the, again re-establishing the supremacy of the Maratha. So he has understood that time. That's why what then he did, he didn't pay attention only, or just he didn't wait for the guerrilla tactics. Then what else he did? Let us see then. He trained his army and modernized his artillery under the guidance of a French military expert, D. Boyne. Okay, so then what he did, he trained his army and he gave them expertise artillery. Okay, he gave them training. His army was given an expertise training, and this training was given under the captainship or leadership of whom? A very expert military person, French military expert. He was what? His name was D. Boyne. Okay, his name was what? D. Boyne. So he used all the modern methods of training and expertise, gave that training to his army. With the help of these trained army, now after these getting the training from expertise training, his army was now full trained. With the help of these trained army, he subdued the Rohillas, the Jats, the Rajputs and the Bundelas. So see, with the help of these trained artillery, this trained military, he defeated so many people. He defeated whom? The Rohilas, the Jats, the Rajputs and the Bundelas. Okay. The British began to take interest in the politics at Delhi when they felt that the Marathas might have become weak after the Battle of Panipat. So even when after the Battle of Panipat our Maratha strength was less, we have weakened, that time even Britishers thought to take advantage of that circumstances. Okay, but our Britishers thought now the Maratha power is less after the defeat of Panipat. So this is the good chance that we should take advantage of them. So then what happened? They managed to get Diwani rights of Bengal province and wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. So what was their aim? The Britishers' aim that we should anyhow get the Diwani right of the Delhi, okay, and of the Bengal province, sorry, and wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. So their aim was to get the province of Bengal, okay, Diwani rights of the Bengal and conquer the Emperor of the Delhi. So that was the thinking of the Britishers that time they had in their mind. In this adverse circumstances, Maharji Shinde defeated the British and reinstated the emperor on the throne. But our Maharji Shinde, he was a very valuable or a courageous person and he did not let this Britishers' ambition happen, and that's why he defeated the British. Our Maharji Shinde, he defeated the British, and this way their aim was to conquer the emperor throne, but he reinstated the emperor of the throne. Okay, I'll continue in the next video.